Afghanistan.
Hey guys, this is Richard from Grafting Dragon Fruit, and I'm here with Edgar, Valdivia, Paul, and Il, and we're going to be doing a taste test on all of these varieties that you guys see here on the table. Today is August 31st, 2021, and we have a new variety here, Asunta 6, that we're very excited to try, and I'm pretty sure everybody's been waiting to hear about this, so we're going to save this meat for best for last, and go ahead and start on all of these, okay? Let's go ahead and start with the George White. Here we have a George White. This is a very big fruit, very pretty. I really like the color on this. It's like vivid, kind of pink, pops out. We're gonna go ahead and cut it, see what the Brix scores are, have a taste, and these gentlemen will tell us their honest opinion of how all these taste, okay? Because you know me, I love dragon fruit. I'll say anything tastes good. So, all right, let's go ahead and start on our first one.
You need something to throw away the trash. The trash there. Oh.
So George White, here we have you guys. This is the white flesh. Looks good.
Behind you is a trash can.
Okay, thank you.
And that was named after George, correct?
George was with by George Emmerich.
That's
Right.
George Emmerich.
That was named
Yeah.
for him.
He was one of the
Right.
first leaders.
So I have with me my digital Brix refractometer
Jeez.
and garlic press that I'm going to use to press the juices in, and then that way we can get an accurate score on our tests. Get some of that pulp. Nice juice. Okay, we're ready. This one was 15.5. Want to show everybody? You guys see?
15.5.
All right, 15.5.
15.5.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, so the sugars is the Brix refractometer tells us one thing of how the sugars are, but the taste of it is going to be really what's going to matter here. So let's go ahead and try the George White. Here you go, Paul.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
All right, cheers, everybody. Here's our first dragon fruit to taste, George White.
It does have some sweetness, but you definitely feel the 15.
Yeah, there's 15. It's not bad. There's no earthy taste, no dirt taste to it.
No, it's good.
And the,
Refreshing.
Yeah.
and the texture is solid.
Solid.
You can chew it up.
Yeah, it's a nice firm texture, not mushy, and it's actually really fun to eat. And there's a slight tart in it that contrasts the sweetness pretty well. So it makes this,
This is probably perfectly picked. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good one, actually. Very good.
George White, they're very good. I know we have a lot of bad stigma with the white fleshes out there because, you know, Vietnam kind of ships them over early, and that's when we get to taste them and they taste underdeveloped. But whites can actually still taste pretty good, you guys, and this George White is actually really amazing.
Let's just put it under here between us.
Or we're gonna put on this
Is
plate.
that okay?
That's it.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, wow. George White was very good. Let's go. What do you guys think? Connie Meyer?
Connie?
Connie. Okay. Let's do a Connie Meyer. Let me clean this really quick. So here's our Connie Meyer. We have two of them. They're usually around this size. They do get a little bigger, right? But typically they're very small. But don't let that fool you. The flavor in this is really good. So Connie Meyer has white flesh, and they can be sometimes green skin and with a little bit of coral when you pick them. These actually get a little sweeter when they're coral, but they're still actually pretty good too when they're green. Let's see what the Brix says. Okay. So it's very juicy. Right when I punctured the flesh, there was juice kind of coming out already. Okay, we have 15.8. So be careful, there's juices in there.
So we're going up.
Going up.
Oh yeah.
15.8 Connie Meyer.
Okay, here's.
Okay, senor, taste that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, here's Connie Meyer. We're gonna go ahead and have a taste.
Mmm.
Even though it was at 15.8,
They taste sweeter than
really reasonably sweet. I would say something in like 17 almost.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It doesn't taste 15 something.
Right.
It has a certain
It's very
complexity
sweet
to it.
and
Right.
the flavor
Yeah.
has something different taste and they look like a
More tropical.
coconut.
flavor.
Or
Yeah. More
coconut
tropical.
Yeah. Very
or-
tropical.
Or cinnamon, something like that.
Yeah. To me,
Mm.
I kind of taste a hint
That's
of
good.
lychee or Logan when I bite into it. Coconut flavors. Very good one. I like that one.
But very small.
Very small, but it was good. Okay, we're gonna go to.
Now here it's good to kind of point the
Oh, yeah.
differences between the sugar dragon and the Buddha child. The thorns.
So
and-
both of these fruits here look very similar, but one of them is a sugar dragon and one of them is a voodoo child. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna get close. And right when I picked it up, it already happened to me. I got poked by these thorns. So sugar dragon, they don't have any thorns at the base, but the voodoo child here, you guys can see that they have thorns at the base. So once you guys are picking them or harvesting them, you gotta be careful because these thorns are small, but once you grab them, they get to you very quick and they sting. So we're gonna go and actually let's cut both these up so you guys can see the differences, right?
And usually what happens to me is I feel it's a Buddha child before I really see. That's a Buddha child.
So the sugar dragon, that's SA, right?
Correct.
And the voodoo child was.
It's just Buddha child. It doesn't. It's
There's
not.
no
it's,
number?
it's not part of Paul Thompson. You can
Oh, it
see the
isn't?
difference in the colors inside.
Wow. So here are the difference, you guys. A lot of people think that these are the same, but you guys can see that totally different. The sugar dragon is more of like a magenta, kind of purple reddish color. And the voodoo child is more of like a light pink, kind of almost look like physical graffiti flesh. Very cool. Check that out. Let's see who wins the
And we
taste test.
cross both of them and we have the new one is called Pink Panther. It's almost like a identical in size and shape and has little thorns. That's the bad part, but very tasty, very sweet. So that line is excellent.
So you crossed sugar dragon with voodoo child?
Yeah, we have them there.
That's the Pink Panther, huh?
Pink Panther.
Okay, so now
Small
we're gonna
size.
go get the
Yeah,
Brix
smaller
Score.
size.
Oh, that's the problem. Which one you using now?
We're gonna Brix the sugar dragon and the voodoo child.
I think sugar dragon is going to be higher in the brick, so we'll see.
Just because it's probably more
I
bright.
think so.
Yeah.
Bull child is more sweet.
I think sugar dragon.
We'll see. Okay, let's do sugar dragon first.
It's too bad I don't have one Pink Panther ready.
Yeah, I don't have fruits. Otherwise, I would have brought it.
Okay. And for sugar dragon, we have 18.6.
Wow.
18.6, so almost 19.
Wow, 18.6.
18.6.
Should be sweet.
That's going to be,
Yes.
We'll see.
Okay, let's go ahead and taste this while I get the bricks on the voodoo child, and we'll try that right after. Okay, here you go.
Okay, senor.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nice color on that, isn't it? Deep.
Go ahead, guys. Let me know what you think.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
refreshing.
when you first bite into it, you get that something. I don't know what it is.
yeah, it's
What is
different. It's more of a, people call it perfumey flavor, kind of a
More
tone. That's what people that tasted my place said. It's more perfumey.
What do you think, Ed?
Sweet and just a little acid.
Mm-hmm.
Chewable.
Very little acid. Not
Chewable. It's not too mushy. Very good.
So very good. Sugar Dragon, you can never fail with those ones. They're small, but they always pack complexity and flavor, and they're really good. And the cool thing about it is they're self-fertile, but you need
Yeah.
to hand pollinate
Correct.
them. That is the only thing, but self-fertiles was always good to have. Okay, next we are now testing the Voodoo Child. Voodoo Child is 17.1.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, not too far from
No.
the Sugar
It's
Dragon.
still sweet, but it's not as sweet.
Yeah.
17.1. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
The color is.
And the color is different.
Yeah, color is.
It's just a
Kind
little
of a
bit more
magenta.
lighted.
Different color.
Lighted. Magenta. Lighter.
Yeah, it tastes less sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. Like that question mark. What it was that taste I just tasted? You know what I mean? It was
Yeah, the
just-
sugar-
Because
Sugar
of
Dragon
the
had-
crispy stuff that is taken.
Yeah, it's like that refreshing bite from the Sugar Dragon. This is
Yeah.
like almost like crystallized sugar.
Yeah, I think in this case, the Sugar Dragon tastes better.
But don't get us wrong, it's still really, really good.
Yeah,
That
that's good.
Voodoo Child was really good.
But we start comparing one to another.
Yeah.
And then
So we're off to a great start. It's starting to get better each one. So now we are at San Ignacio. San Ignacio. Here we go. San Ignacio is also another variety that's self-fertile.
it is.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
pollinate every single flower, so
Okay.
for me it doesn't matter white, black, red. Every single flower we hit it,
So San Ignacio, unsure if it's self-fertile or self-sterile, but let's see how it tastes.
and they get also. I mean, I think people. Yeah, I had ones that were the same one as this, like pound and a half, but
Ooh,
the
look at
color
that
is
color.
really
Oh
amazing.
my God.
Check out that color, guys. Very deep red.
You know what? Because San Ignacio comes from the
The
Nicaragua line.
Nicaraguan line, yeah.
You have to understand that there are only three lines. The Nicaragua is deep red. The Guatemalan is kind of a pink, light
Magenta.
color. We're talking about the texture of the fruit. And then the undatos. And the Guatemala always, the leaves are very thin, more fragile to get diseases, more weak compared to the Nicaragua. Nicaragua more strong, but the problem with the Nicaraguan plant that has thorns. And then we have the other type that will be the Vietnamese or the George, it's almost the same. They are very good, big fruit, but the Vietnamese actually self-fertile, and the leaves are a strong plant, tolerate the cold weather. But George is more strong because I have grown George a lot in my backyard, Simi Valley, and it's very good. So there you have the only three types, and then you have the Colombian type that is completely different. The leaf is completely different. You can tell the difference. But the fruit is good, but the problem takes too long to pick up the fruit. It takes 7 months.
Look at how deep that is.
Okay,
What are we giving Brix?
our
Almost
Brix
flat.
is 15.4.
15.4.
So it's a little
15.4.
This
little bit
one-
lower.
Yeah, I think I had them when they stay longer. That they get into the 17 or so. But
Okay.
But we just do the Brix just to see an idea of what the Brix is. A lot of things can factor in how good a dragon fruit can taste.
Look at how deep the color that is, man.
But the texture is different, It's more,
That's very good flavor.
yeah, good flavor. Easy to eat. You don't have to worry. The only problem, you will get red leaves, red fingers. Very strong in color.
That one kind of remind me of like almost raspberry, ripe raspberry. Very clean, no earthy tones to it. It's very nice flavor, very good. What you think, Paul?
I like it.
Yeah. So far, so good, you guys. So let's go to Haley's Comet. This one we already opened. And we were testing all of the weight on these. These were 730 grams. They're all kind of
That's a
consistently
big baby.
big and juicy. So let's go ahead and get a Brix on this and give this a try.
Go ahead and put this between us here, so. Polka dotted cardboard.
But no, we can clean them very good. No problem. The table can be cleaned very easy. The clothes are the ones don't be.
Yeah. He says, well, you know, I came dressed for the occasion. Because you gave me such warning, you know.
Actually, this testing don't was planned. We just came up doing today in the morning because Richard came to visit me, and we decided to do the testing. And actually, we were planning to celebrate Richard's new baby, beautiful little girl, but she's not in here today. Maybe in 3 more months she will be able in a testing table.
That's right. 18.6. I got 18.6. Okay, this is pretty big, so this portion is a little smaller.
Like that.
Okay, here's Haley's Comet, and it was a Brix of 18.6.
Okay, senor.
18.6.
18.6. That's the
18
highest so
points.
far from all of the
Wow.
varieties we tested right now.
18 points. And look the color. If you see this fruit in the market, the way it's being cut, you will pay no matter how much money they want because it looks so beautiful. So the color. And now let's see if it's true. If it's worthwhile, the $20 a pound.
Watch closely at Edgar's face on this one, everybody. Wow, that was good.
Very, very good. Juicy, tasty, sweet.
Very good.
Well, it's worth $20.
But you won't be wondering what what other tastes you've tasted in there. It'll just be that really, really good dragon fruit. And feel any or taste any nuances to it, so to speak. It was just in your face dragon fruit.
Yeah, it had that nice complexity of like grapey, berry flavor.
That was good. What was that one?
Excellent.
It's good.
What was this
But some of this stuff, you know, you're sitting here wondering, what is that? What am I tasting, you know? And you don't really know, so you gotta eat another dozen.
Yeah, right. Just to get it right. Oh my gosh.
Most of the stuff.
That was really good. I think so far Haley's Comet has been my
That was
favorite, right?
Yeah, well, you know.
No, it's one of my favorites. Haley's Comet. The problem with the Haley's Comet for commercial, first of all, the plant, the branches are more delicate. They're not as strong and big like Physical Graffiti or American Beauty. It's more susceptible, at least at the ranch, you're more susceptible to rust, so have more rust on it. And the fruits, the skin is thinner, so it bruises very easily. These are strong. Otherwise, in terms of flavor, it's a winner.
But they don't crack. They don't crack as easily as the American Beauties.
They would crack, but it's more like bruising. Even if when we pick them and drive around with the vehicle, we get back. If we don't have padding on the box,
the flesh kind of gets
it will
bruised.
get the marking of the plastic boxes. So we have to put cardboard or something to protect it.
Right. Okay, so next we have the unknown red that we harvest from Edgar's.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's mine.
Oh, this one's yours. Oh, yes.
No, that's ours.
Oh, that was
No,
Yeah,
this is Edgar's.
ours.
Oh, that's yours. Oh,
Yeah.
so this is okay, mine. Okay.
So this is Edgar's that we harvest, and this is the unknown. Let's see how they taste.
So that looks. Let's see. It looks very similar to this one, Edgar.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't know what the
that's
name is.
mine. I think. Yeah. So
Let's see what the Brix says.
it would be probably.
We have in here too, Ian is a very good commercial grower now. So he's looking for a good dragon fruit. And the point that he made is very important because the dragon fruit for commercial has to have a thick skin to be able to travel or don't get hurt and bumpings, nothing at all. So we have to select sweet, the skin thick to be able to tolerate transportation, and the plant has to be able to tolerate more the cold and hot weathers that we have in here in California. Because remember, this plant is semi-tropical, so we are actually tamping it up, trying to introduce this dragon fruit into our climate in California, that we don't have a tropical climate. Okay, let's see how it is.
Here we go. Unknown.
It's more tart. This is what, 14 and a half?
15.8.
3.0, okay. So
18.8. Reasonable sugar bricks on this, but the tart
Yeah, you can taste
is
the
really
tart.
strong in this one.
Little sweet acid, no?
Yeah, acid.
Yeah.
The acid definitely kicks right when you bite into it, and
But
then
the-
it follows with the
But the
sweetness.
skin is thick, look.
Yeah, no,
Very
it's,
thick
it's
skin.
beautiful fruit.
Mhm.
It's really pretty fruit.
So we don't have a name for that. Why you don't put the name of your daughter down?
Riley, we will name this one Riley for today. Okay. This is not dragon fruit. Can you give him a little story about this one, Edgar?
Well, you have to understand that pitaya is normally grow in the desert. It's a cactus type that you don't need water and normally grow in the desert of Mexico. Pitaya is the one we are ourselves involved with. It's called pitaya or dragon fruit. But this one is pitayo. It's almost like the pitaya. No, it's not like the pitaya because the pitaya from Mexico has thorns. This one is pitaya from Mexico, from the desert, don't need water, but don't have any thorns at all. And I crossed this one with the dragon fruit, and we already have fruits that will come this year, matter of fact, so we will know how good that fruit is. Okay, let's see, got it?
So that's very interesting, right, guys? Edgar did a pitayo crossed with dragon fruit, and now he has a hybrid of that grown fruit. So very interesting to see what's going to come out of that one. Okay, let's go ahead and try this one out.
We have one
Wow.
Harissa, we can get one Harissa.
You want me to get a
If
reset?
you want.
Check that out. Look at that. It's a white flesh. Looks just like dragon fruit, like a white flesh dragon fruit. The texture looks really firm and crunchy. Let's get a Brix Score on this. It's juicy. When I punctured it with my spoon here, there's already juices coming out.
EL's picking another one.
So we got a test of 12.2%.
12.
12. Let's see what
Kind
it
of a
tastes
lower.
like. It's low. Okay, here we go.
It's an interesting looking interior, though.
Yeah.
You know, with the outer shell.
Pitayo dulce from Mexico, original from Mexico. Don't need water, so it's good for California that we don't have water anymore, so you can grow those. But they need a lot of heat, desert type.
It's still good.
Yeah.
12.2, but it's really good. It really has like really nice firm texture.
Mmm.
Kind of almost like a pear.
But different flavor, you know. It's
Yeah, different from dragon fruit. Has its own.
completely different than dragon fruit.
Yeah, it has its own flavor.
You can tell that it's not from the family of the dragon fruit.
Right. Yeah, that's still really fun to eat.
Yeah. And you can put the Harissa after that, so then.
Oh my, what happened there?
So this one here is called Harissa. Looks kind of like dragon fruit and almost like the pitayo. But check that out. Very interesting. It's pretty dry, so I don't think I'm gonna get any juices out of this one. So we'll taste it and let you guys know what the
The
Brix.
good part of this particular fruit is that grows, they don't need water too much, and it's self-fertile. In one branch you can have 6 or 7 fruits, but they are kind of small. Remember, self-fertile. The reason I'm growing this one, I want to cross that one with the dragon fruit to see if we can put the self-fertile into the dragon fruit. So we'll see. The problem that getting older, and you young guys have to start keep on going with those projects.
Is this a normal texture of this? Ed?
Yeah, it's like styrofoam.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to explain it. Yeah.
No. Definitely need a cross.
Not my
Oh,
favorite.
heck.
That's pretty dry.
It's really dry, very sweety.
Harissa is not good at all.
Not one to grow personally to eat.
No flavor, it's like you eating cork.
The texture was good though. Don't
But
you
the
think?
only good part of this particular plant is self-fertile. And it's from you can cross it with the dragon fruit. But who's going to be the brave to spend more time in trying? You guys, you young guys.
That's right.
Let's go graffiti.
Okay, we have next physical graffiti. Most of you guys probably know this one's been around for a while, but let's go ahead and get this
That
going
was
too.
very bad. I mean, this guy from Israel, he was pushing this. Yeah, you remember?
Which Mizrahi? No.
No, the other guy. Oh, he was pushing so much.
There's no.
That's why I went to find one of those things, because he was pushing.
So here is the flesh color for physical graffiti. It's really nice, that kind of pink, purple color to it.
He's got
Really good graffiti.
from the Guatemala line, still Guatemala line.
Guatemalan line. And
You can tell very easy the Guatemala line, they are magenta color. They are, the only problem is the plant is kind of a more weak for temperatures. They get the fish eye disease a lot. And
Michelle's a man.
okay, our bricks for physical graffiti is 17.7.
oh, that's high.
That's
pretty
very
good for
good.
physical graffiti.
Yeah.
17.7 is one of the highest so far.
That's a good piece. That's a good fruit. It really is.
And I think Ramiro Lobo that is with doing a lot of work in the dragon fruit. He's in his chart he specified that physical graffiti is the more practical to be used in all the commercial places. Goes very well. Well, that's the opinion of Ramiro that this is a very good fruit to grow commercial.
Physical graffiti has that nice tart and sweetness balance to it, so it's easily one of my favorites.
It's good.
And it still is. That was amazing, you guys. That tart was mild, but that sweetness kind of like had a lot of complexity and flavor. Really nice and smooth to eat.
But the
Yeah.
texture is kind of a too watery, you know? It's
Yeah,
not-
the texture was not kind of firm, kind of
I think it was a
mushy.
little.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit over.
too right.
Yeah. Because the other one that I brought, I think it was a bit too green.
Still great stuff.
All right, guys,
Good
we're making our way down almost to the Asunta 6. I know you guys are like waiting, kind of probably even fast forward to that part. But
I'm glad it's past lunchtime, so at least we are hungry. We can eat all of this.
this little one here is the Vietnamese red, and they're not usually this small. EO's plant is still
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a young
young,
plant.
so you will expect fruits about this size, and as they mature, they get bigger. So let's go ahead and get a test on this. So a lot of people out there like don't really know what Vietnamese red is. I think they get that mixed up with like Bin Hoa red. And,
Yeah. No, Vietnam red supposedly is the same as American Beauty.
I heard that they have like the same DNA.
Yeah, I think that's what the ones that are tested Ramiro and his
yeah.
crew, yeah.
And you know, American Beauty looks almost identical like Condor too. And there are quite a few similar in looks and taste.
Here's the flesh color for Vietnamese red. Kind of looks like almost American Beauty, deeper. color.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see how this Brix
That's
comes
beautiful,
out.
beautiful color. Huh?
Yeah. I love it when they're vibrant like that. It looks really nice. Juicy. Oh yeah. easy to get the juices out on this one. And we have a Brix of 15.1.
16.
15.1.
15.
Yeah, 15.1.
15.1.
So that's gonna be definitely a little bit on the tart side.
Well, let's see.
Here we go.
Okay, senor.
Here we go, Vietnamese red. Yeah,
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
no
I
flavor.
think maybe
Nothing at all.
No
no,
smell.
no, it might be that plant also is too young. So
Yeah.
maybe
You didn't even finish it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, not
Me neither.
sweet, nothing.
no, no.
If it's not good, I won't finish it.
Just for the color.
Maybe I was spoiled with the good taste.
Yeah.
I get this.
You know, after Haley's come and
No.
physical graffiti, it's really hard to compete.
It's tough to eat that, yeah.
So, you know, a lot of factors can go into why this is so bland. It's a first year producing plant. It's a young
Yes.
plant, so it doesn't have that energy to just put all of its love into the fruit yet, you know. But sometimes they just want to produce fruit just for fun, you know. But that one was probably the blandest one we had so far.
Correct. Like I think it, competed with Harissa.
Yeah. And Harissa was pretty hard to eat.
So now that's gonna be, we're probably gonna go this round, right? This
Yeah,
way. And
yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be, a competition that.
Yeah, with the Haley's Comet, and is that the
Yeah.
American Beauty next? Or
No. This one Delight and American Beauty and the laverne
Ooh,
red.
the red laverne. And that one's big, good, sweet. Everything about it is,
Why would I
is
leave
favorable.
it for the end? Because
No, but he wants to leave the Asunta 6 for the end.
Oh, okay.
That's the king of the show today.
Yeah.
Is the Asunta 6.
Okay, we have a Delight here. This big boy here is 727 grams.
Wow.
Huge. What does that equate to in pounds? Like a pound
It's
and a
a
half?
1.7.
1.7, almost a pound and a half. Very close.
Huge, huh? You had
That-
some 3-pounders last year, didn't you?
Yeah, on this guy.
Oh,
the
the
laverne.
laverne red, yeah.
And also we had once American Beauty.
Wow,
The
look at the
yeah.
color.
Look at that flesh color on it. It's really nice, light pink. There's not a lot
What
of
is that, the light?
Delight.
Oh,
dragon
the light,
fruit that
yeah.
looks like that.
Yeah.
The light, oh yeah. That was developed by Paul Thompson.
All
That
Thompson.
was Paul's favorite, I think.
Yeah,
That one here.
It's real good size on that.
yeah, and the color is that.
Yeah, it's nice color.
Nice coloring.
And I bet it's gonna be sweet.
Oh, definitely. I know that.
That's one of your favorites, isn't it?
Delight is, it's one of the main fruits. Delight, physical graffiti, American Beauty, and Haley's Color. These are the 4 major ones. Yeah, that's pretty juicy also.
That was very juicy. That was dripping like crazy. We have 17.4.
17.4.
17
Yeah.
out for.
That's right. Well, everybody has to look the measure,
Yeah.
the measure to be sure because nobody in here
We have to verify it.
is cheating. We're doing a good job.
Okay, here we have Delight.
Light.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Delight was 17.4 Brix.
this is
Very good
Delight.
sugar.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's sweet.
My God.
Wow.
It's like putting honey in your mouth.
Yes, this is like biting into a brick of sugar.
Yeah.
Actually, it feels sweeter than 17.
It does.
Oh, yes.
But this one is refrigerated as well. It's cold, so.
Correct. Oh, it's 18 now.
No, I think,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it
18.
didn't. Yeah, okay.
You just had to
didn't
sit
feel
in
like-
there. It's 18%. 18%. I believe it. This is very sweet. Oh my goodness.
Because it didn't taste like 70, it tasted more like 18.
Wow. It's very refreshing. Kind of reminds me of like melon flavor. There's no tart to it, but the sugar is insane. That
Very
was
nice.
very good. Wow. 18,
Went up to 18.
18%.
The light.
Yeah.
And this one is 18. That's right.
American Beauty.
American Beauty. Look at how big this is. It's to a point where the skin is just so stretched and the brax looks tiny on this thing. And pushing limits here, with
That,
this.
that represents America.
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 It's a beauty.
Wow, it's a giant fruit. But the problem, that is 2 pounds has to be $15 actually in the market. The question is who is going to flip 15 bucks for
You
you?
know what?
Is it really?
We're gonna find out next Sunday on at farmer's market.
Oh, you're going to for a market?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Which
Westlake
one?
Village. Westlake Village.
Sundays, they have in Hollywood, you know?
Wow. The color of this American Beauty is very,
Oh, look at it. This
very
is-
pretty.
No wonder it's called American Beauty.
Very
Beautiful,
beautiful to the
beautiful.
eye. It attracts you right away. Okay, let's get bricks.
See, it's very important the color of the fruit because that, you know, the beauty comes through your eye.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see, and that attracts you right away.
Yeah. Something pops out at you, makes you want it more.
Definitely juicy.
Juicy, just very easy to get that juices in. More than enough juice that we need in there. We are at 19.4.
Wow, that's the highest.
19.4.
The highest so far in all of them.
Let's see if this goes up.
19.4, you guys.
Wow, it's almost 20. It's 19.4.
That's a good one.
Very good.
American Beauty. There's no doubt about it. That's why it's called America.
All right, let's go ahead and get a taste of this huge fruit
That
here.
is very fragile, the plant.
No,
No? Well, give your opinion. What do you think about the plant?
no, this is our best producer. The American Beauty, yeah, in terms of the plant, the size of the plant, the size of the fruits, the flavor. That's one of our best producers, probably the best.
Really, the best production as well?
For the combination of
Size?
the size, the strength of the vigor of the plant, and the flavor.
Mmm.
Wow.
Sweet, just a little acid, very good taste. You really want to eat the whole thing.
Yes.
That's nice, yeah.
That is very delicious.
Very delicious. No doubt about it. American Beauty, the highest brick and sweetness.
The best thing
And I
is,
can see the skin is kind of a thick.
yeah.
But you guys have to remember that if you don't cross-pollinate, you don't will get fruit. But if you cross-pollinate, the fruit will be big. But sometimes you say, oh, it's so fertile. You let it be by yourself, the fruit will come small. So I recommend always to just cross-pollinate so you get big fruit.
That's correct. Now we have red laverne. This one is also 781 grams. This is the biggest one we have on the table here. Huge.
This particular plant became very popular and the shape of the leaf is like in curls, cork type. And you can tell right away if it's laverne because the leaf is completely different than the other one. And let's see how the fruit is.
Yes.
They say that it's supposed to be
Okay. Let's get a look at this.
but this one's not good.
And I really like the heavy skull.
Wow.
Look at this.
The
My God, look
red
at the
laverne.
color.
Very pretty. It looks.
If I will be a woman, I buy me a dress with that color.
Oh yeah. Just put that there.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Beautiful
Just the
color.
fruit itself. I mean, this is one of the most beautiful fruits. Just the shape.
And it's so huge. When that's 3 pounders that you were pulling last year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, this year we got up to 2.5 pounds so far.
2.5?
Yeah, this year. Last year was 3.
Yeah.
But remember, all you people that you are the public, sooner or later, thanks to our friend in here that is going commercial, all these wonderful fruits will be in the market. And you have to forget those white with no taste that come from overseas. So it's good that in the United States, we have people that went commercial and they're gonna introduce them to the market and you will be able to buy this in any store, maybe in 5-6 years. Right?
We hope so.
Okay, so our Brix score for this one was 16.5.
16.5.
16.5.
Thank you.
Let's see how it tastes.
It tastes sweeter than that.
It's way sweeter than that. I don't know why this is saying 65. I would say this is about 17, 18.
Yeah. I think it was sweeter than American Beauty in terms of the way it tastes. Not,
Yeah, the sugar kicked in like, it's there, it's present. Great flavor on the red laverne. Very good.
It's good.
Has a little slight tartness. Sugar kicks in really strong. Refreshing.
It's very juicy. I think it's
Very
it's
juicy.
probably the juiciest out of all. I
Mhm.
think that's the juiciest.
Yeah, that. When you bite into juice, just gushes out. Yeah. Okay. We're almost there. We're at
El
El
Grulo.
Grulo.
Actually, it's nice to put El Grulo next to Trisha because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
very.
They are from both of them, actually, Trisha is related to El Grullo.
Trisha's related Grulo, and you guys see how similar they look, but there is a slow difference.
Grullo is round,
Round, it has more darker skin. The Trisha's kind of
Trisha is
more
elongated. always.
elongated, kind
I
of
think
a pink coral.
the bricks are longer. The Trisha
Yeah.
is shorter on the
Skinnier bracts with
yeah.
this one than the El Grulo.
Remember, El Grullo comes from Mexico. It's a town, it's called Grullo.
Let me change
That's
this
why they
water.
put the name to that particular food that comes from the town to get to the public.
Wow. Okay, so we just cut the Trisha and El Grulo. And the elongated one is Trisha. El Grulo is the round one. They're both red flesh. Here you go. Very similar color and flesh. I think El Grulo is just slightly a little
Slightly
darker.
darker.
Slightly a little
More
darker.
darker.
Yeah, Grulo is slightly a little darker. Let's go get a Brix on these. We'll start with Trisha. Nice pieces. We had 13.9. Let's get it.
13.9 is very low, no?
Yes.
Was that ripe? Was that fully ripe?
Yeah, maybe it needs.
No, we-
This is
Still
Trisha.
kinda-
Yeah, 14 actually.
14.
Okay, well, same thing. 13.9, 14.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so here we have the Trisha. Oh, the skin is kind of falling off.
Thank you.
All right.
There you go. Okay, we have Trisha.
Mm.
Should taste sweeter than 13.
14.
14.
14.
Yeah, it's
Wait, it doesn't,
mild sweet.
it doesn't have much. It doesn't have much acidity.
The
Yeah.
no spiky acidity to make you wish more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a dull,
Kind of creamy.
and the texture of the pork, kind of a dry, chewable, no?
Yeah.
It's not as juicy as the.
Yeah,
the
that,
rest.
First of all, as the laverne.
I've tasted much better last year, but they were
yes.
bigger. They never.
Oh, yeah, well, it's because, another thing you have to remember, weather is big factor in growing plants. And if you have the right weather, then you will get a good fruit with a plenty sun, the fruit will be sweet. The problem is mostly these plants are growing in different type of climates. In my weather in here in Simi Valley, we get winter, we get sometimes 26, 27, cold, cold, cold. Summer, we just got 112, 116. So the plants, they cannot tolerate those extreme changes of weather, and production will be completely different. That's why the best place to grow this particular plant are in San Diego or in the south part of California, because they are more close to the equator, so it will be more warm.
We got 4 inches of rain this year.
Only?
I got 3, I think.
You got 3?
Yeah.
That's brutal. It's been brutal on all of us. Because then, I mean, you got to water. You got to figure out how much water you're going to add, and if you don't on irrigation. I know your pumps weren't on irrigation.
Here
Until
we
just
have
recently.
El Grulo, and this was a Brix of 13.7.
Lower, no?
Lower,
Lower.
a
Wow.
little lower than Trisha. Here's one.
Yeah, it doesn't have any tartness. It's not. It's pretty flat.
Mm-hmm. Kind of reminds me of Trisha a little bit.
Yeah, they're very close. The look, the colors,
Mhm.
very very close.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Still, I would eat it, but if you're looking for more of a kick in a dragon
These
fruit,
guys.
it would be the Laverne, American Beauty, Haley's Comet, easily.
Physical graffiti. Yeah.
Physical graffiti. All right, so we are now to the Asuntas.
So far, we've been tasting mostly the dragon fruit with white flowers. Remember, the dragon fruit always used to be white flower. Till somehow was introduced the red flower from a cutting that they've been saying that came from the epiphylium. But at that time, nobody knows what was epiphylium or what was dragon fruit. So I think was misnamed. So that's how we started the red flower and the dragon fruit. And so far, I got my first red flower in 2003. We had already my first red flower and my first fruit. And quite a few members from CRFG, they come to my house and they tasted. Was very small fruit, very good flavor, but very small, but the flower was red. But remember this, you guys, flower, the color of the flower don't count because it's very difficult to appreciate the beauty of the flower because the flower comes only nighttime. So not too many people can enjoy to see the beautiful flower. The main concern in the dragon fruit is not the flower, it's the fruit. You have to concentrate on the fruit. That's what you eat, and that is what you can make money if you are commercial.
Okay, with that being said, now we're going to the Asuntas, which are popular and known for their red flower, and they actually taste really good too. So here's Asunta 3. Let's go ahead and get a Brix Score and see what it looks like inside. Beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, different, yeah.
Yeah, here it is. So our Asunta 3, we have the light pink flesh.
You remember in the beginning, Asunta 1 was with a white texture, and then now we're changing the color letter by letter. And now it become pink. Light pink with white in the center.
Trisha, what's the color of the flower of the 6?
The 6
Well,
is
and
pink, light pink flower. Yeah.
So is it different than the 5 or
Different than the 5, totally different. I'll show you the pictures after. It looks really, really beautiful actually. Juice. Okay, we got enough juice. The Brix for our Asunta 3 is 13.1.
wow, Lord.
That is low. But we'll see how it tastes.
Lord, 13.1,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, everybody, here's the Asunta 3.
Okay, senor.
Cutting them smaller as we go because it's a lot of dragon fruit to eat. Has a nice tart. Sugar's there. I would say probably like around 14, 15 tastes like to me.
Yeah, it is more than 13.
More than 13.
And to me, it looked like it was picked up just a little green. Because
Yeah.
we just picked it up today.
It was picked today. That's
But
correct.
but you already see, I think there's some seeds sprouting, no?
Yeah.
Because I thought,
Just really germinating.
Yeah, so I think it's about time.
Are
It's a
they?
good time to pick it. It's
Yeah.
just that
Yeah, seeds are germinating.
But the problem you have, mostly of these plants, they've been growing from seeds. So you can see that we have Asunta 3 with a red flower, we have Asunta 3 with a white flower, but the shape is completely different. Remember, always the Asunta lines, always the stigma is very far away from the anthers. You have maybe 5 or 6 inches higher. and the anthers very low, completely different than the regular white flower of the dragon fruit. Normally in the dragon fruit, the Vietnamese type, the anthers are almost at the same height as the stigma. That's why sometimes it's self-fertile, because they can pollinate by themselves very easy. And the other types are, the stigma is maybe 2 inches far apart from the anthers. So they are too difficult to be the pollen to reach the stigma. That's why it's necessary to somebody has to do pollination, because normally if we will have this flower at daytime, maybe bees will be able to do the pollination. But since this flower comes nighttime, we don't have bees. So you have to do the pollination. But besides the pollination, remember, it has to be cross-pollinated, because their own pollen don't work with the same flower. You have to get the pollen from another variety to be able to put into that particular. So always when you're going to grow dragon fruit, I recommend to have 3 different types, so at least you can cross-pollinate one to another one. And if you don't want to go to all that trouble, what you can do is get a regular Vietnamese that is self-fertile, will produce fruit by herself, and you don't have to have the trouble of going there in the middle of the night, start doing pollination.
Yeah, like he has to pollinate 5,000 dragon fruit flowers, and sometimes he doesn't even sleep, and that's part of owning a farm. So if you ever thought about wanting to own a farm, ask him. Okay, so we're next up with Asunta 4. Nice green skin with a little bit of pinkish. This is when they usually get ripe. So let's go ahead and get a Brix and a taste.
But these Asunta 4s, actually, they are very small. Actually, Asunta 4 should be bigger.
It's darker.
Look at that color, really nice. We have like a purple pink flesh color here. The seeds also germinate.
Compare that one with the Asunta 3. Look, almost the color inside.
Almost the same, but the Asunta 4 is a little bit darker. So
Yeah.
you see that Asunta 4 has a little bit darker flesh than the Asunta 3. All right.
What was it? What did you cross that with, the Asunta 3, to get the Asunta 4?
Well, Asunta 3 was pollinated with, I think, with American Beauty or something like that. You see, sometimes you keep a track and you think that that's the way it be. But remember, one seed of the fruit has maybe 600 seeds. Mm-hmm. Right there you have 600 different type of plants. Some of them they will come with red flower, another with white flower, another they will be with white texture of the pulp. So each little seed has their own genes, and according to the family that they come from, they will inherit that and put it in the new fruit. So don't be surprised, from one single fruit you will get so many different types of.
So Asunta 4 was Asunta 3 pollinated by American Beauty.
Okay, our Brix score for this was 16.3, so it was
This is better. Oh,
3% higher than the Asunta 3.
this one is very good. And it's
This one's much better.
sweet,
Mmm.
juicy, good taster, good, very good.
Yeah.
Very good flavor all around. It hits
Which one
all
was
of the
this
notes.
one? This is Asunta, no?
You know what,
This
this
is
one,
Asunta 4.
but I mean, the Asunta 3, that could have been, because overripe, because
Yeah.
it's, you know,
Correct, that's what it germinated, but
I mean, you got seeds germinating inside. Oh, good.
That's good.
Asunta 4, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see we're seeing the
We like
Asuntas
that.
getting better and better as each generation gets, being eaten and tried.
But then you can see too the time that was involved in these changes. Each time you change from one to other one is 5 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Because when you plant from seed, you have to wait 5 years or 4 years to be able to that seed to grow and produce fruit. But thanks to our friend Richard, he developed the system of grafting the young plants that maybe 1 month from seed. You can graft that into an older plant, and then you will accelerate the time of production. So that particular young plant will give you fruit maybe in a year and a half, that normally you're supposed to wait 5 years. So he was able to develop that system and experimented that and give you good results. So Thanks, Richard. You did that particular excellent
No
job.
problem. That's where and how we got the Asunta 6 so quickly. Okay, so now we are on to the Asunta 5. These both are Asunta 5. One is the official Asunta 5, and this was an Asunta 5 sister seedling. So they're sisters to each other. Both came from the same mother of Trisha and Asunta 4. But we renamed this one to Sunset Sherbet, and this one is Asunta 5. But still, they were in the pod together when they first started out. So let's go ahead and try the Sunset Sherbet.
Asunta Sherbet. What a beautiful name.
Wow. Look at that
Okay,
flesh.
now it's getting darker.
Yeah.
Darker
It's
color.
because you have in there the color already of Trisha.
Trisha.
Trisha is pushing in there their color.
Yeah, look at that color. So pretty. It looks very attractive to the eye, and you want to just jump and try it right away. Very nice.
And the good part of the Asunta 5 is that actually, that is excellent, is the leaf, the plant. The leaf is very strong. It's very difficult to get diseases, and it's solid. It's no weak leaf, so the plant is very strong. And normally, Trisha the plant has thorns. The Asunta 5, by luck, we don't have any thorns like the mother Trisha. So I say that it's a good plant but it's a young plant. Maybe 5 years already. 4 years maybe there's been cultivated, so we have too much to learn about these plants yet.
So we just tested the Sunset
Oh,
Sherbet.
18.2, my God.
18.2. This was
Very nice.
harvested at day 40. 40 days on the
Wow.
branch.
Very
It's
nice.
just getting better and better.
Yes.
Wow, 18.2.
Yes. Another wonderful creation of yours, Edgar.
Thank you.
18.2. All right, guys. This is, I think, the first time for most of these people here to try the Sunset Sherbet. See how they like it. Very sweet flavor. Wow.
And the texture of the pulp is
Nice.
more soft, no? Something.
So to repeat, this is a seedling from Asunta 5? Or?
It's the sister seedling. So they both came
Okay,
from the
so
same
they're both
fruit.
Asunta 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one is
And this is just the difference that you see.
Correct.
So,
but you feel more the Trisha because it's sweet. It doesn't have a lot of acid.
Acid, yeah. So this is where the Asunta 5 becomes so popular because they actually have a tart to it.
You want to see that?
Yeah. All right, let's go. We're almost there to Asunta 6, guys. Asunta 5 is next. So let's go ahead and get into it. I really love the skin on this. It's kind of like mischievous dark maroon. Not a lot of dragon fruits are this color, so it's very different. And it was very interesting to see these two come from the same fruit, but look at their skin color, totally different. It's like having siblings.
They are sisters.
Yeah.
Remember it like your family. When you got married, you and your wife have 4 kids. Same father, same mother, but each kid is different. Different. Same with the fruit. When you create something like that, comes from the same background, everything, but each one is different. So that's normally in reproduction. At least you cloning, when you do grafting, you'll get actually exactly to the parent. You're cloning that. Or when you do tissue culture, it's cloning exactly to the parent.
Wow.
deep reds.
Deep red with the center being a little more light, kind of like a variation
Wow,
to it.
that just look like a regular Trisha. That's the way
Yeah.
Trisha.
Here is the Asunta 5.
It looks very dark.
Check out that flesh, you guys. It's beautiful. It's like dark on the outside ring, and in the middle it's a little bit lighter. Every time I harvest Trisha, it's been consistent like that. So I think that might be one of the cool traits that it has.
Show we one of the there Trisha, put Trisha 5 next to it. Compare that one. They are sisters.
Look at these sisters. This is the Sunset Sherbet, and this is the Asunta 5, sisters to each other. Looks very similar, but the Asunta 5 has darker flesh, you can see. And the Sunset Sherbet is a little bit more kind of magenta red. Very beautiful fruits. Okay, so let's get a Brix on this. It's nice and juicy. The texture of it was really firm when I pressed in. Very juicy. We have 15.8. This could be sweeter. I think I harvested this actually a week ago and I left it in my refrigerator for
15.8.
about 5-6 days.
Wow. 15.
It's been in the fridge for a while.
Yeah, it's been in the fridge for a while, so that could be a reason why. But when I've been testing these, they were 17-18% when they pick fresh.
Well, that's what we don't know too much about it, you know. Some people, they say when you put it in the refrigerator, the fruit loses their sweetness, will last longer, there's no doubt about it, but will affect the sweetness of the fruit. I don't know that exactly, but we have to experiment and try to find out if it's true. But somehow when you pick up the dragon fruit, once you pick it up, the sweetness or whatever, don't change.
It does
Nothing
not
at all.
taste tart. I don't know. Not at all.
Yeah.
There's just a
I think
little
that-
bit. There's
I
a
think
little
the tart
bit.
went away when I left it
Very
in the
nice.
fridge. When it's fresh, the complexity is really different.
This is supposed to be at least 17.
Yeah, it tastes really sweeter than, what does this say? 15.8%
Yeah, it's sweet.
sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet.
I would say this is 17,
Yeah, the taste
in that
is
17,
yeah.
18 Brix. But the sugar is there now on the Asuntas, on the Asunta 5. Okay. Last but not least, we have the Asunta 6. We finally made it. We went through all of these dragon fruits, filled our belly up to now have a good comparison of all of these compared to the Asunta 6. So let's go ahead and dive right in, you guys. Gonna clean this really good.
And the flower of the Sunta 6 was
The flower of the Asunta 6 was pink.
pink.
So it has a nice light pink flower, very different from all the other Asuntas, which made it really.
That was from the same seed batch that the.
This one was, I think, really.
No, it's different. It's different families already.
Yeah.
Different parents.
What did you cross?
The Sunta 6 was, I think, was Trisha already. No, was Asunta 5 with, I think, American Beauty. That's why it's bigger. Which is,
So Asunta 5 with American Beauty.
and I have maybe 60 young plants of that one.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. My plants, they are only maybe 2 feet high. And I give it to him one young one. Since he did the grafting, he was able to get already a fruit. I cannot believe that change. So I recommend you guys to do grafting when you have young plants. But you have to be patient to do grafting, you know, you have to be, actually your plants are your babies and you have to take care of them very good every day and keep an eye and don't neglect your plants.
That's right. Give them love and those love you back.
Because remember, they are a living creature. It's not like a rock that you just put in there and that's it. You have to take care of it. Put water, fertilizer, and when it's too hot or whatever, try to put it. If it's too cold, put it inside your house. If you are lucky, you can move it. And if it's too hot, try to put shade. You have to protect the plants.
Wow. Look at that. It's almost
Wow.
more red than pink and purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So here's the Asunta 6 flesh color. Very vibrant color, kind of like in between purple and red. Looks like they are ready to eat, so let's go ahead, get a Brix Score and try it out. Let's try this. So I left this on for 49 days. Just because the skin was green when I first saw it, and it kept getting more red every day. The Asunta 4 kind of stays green, and so I think that's where it kind of got its green skin from. It kind of stays kind of greenish. Okay. So this is its first fruits ever from this plant. It's a young plant still. First fruits, only one fruit.
Wow.
And we have a 17.6.
17.6.
17.6.
Very well. You can see 17.6.
First
Yeah.
fruit off the
Now let's-
First fruit ever from the plant. Okay, here we go.
All right, senor.
Okay, this is my first time and everybody's first time trying the Asunta 6. Let's see if it passes. It has good flavor.
Yeah. It's nice. It has a little bit more acidity.
More
than the
acidity
fruits.
than the Asunta 5. It still has that really nice, sweet, creamy texture, kind of like Trisha.
You can tell the American beauty
Yes.
in here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah.
You see?
Wow. This one is really, really good. Amazing flavor. It has that American beauty complexity in it for sure.
Yeah,
It
and
felt like
texture
followed.
texture of the pulp. What is the American beauty?
Yes, here.
Okay, get one tiny pizza and you can eat it right there and you can see the difference. No?
Good flavor. Asunta 6, it passed. It's not one
Yeah,
that did not
very
taste
good.
Very good.
Very good. Juicy, it's a little acid, sweetness, and chewable. And the skin is kind of a thick.
Yeah, I was able to leave it on for 49 days without the skin looking like it's gonna crack. So
Yeah,
the
without-
skin is stronger now. So check that out, you guys. This is Asunta 6. And that concludes our taste test. This is what we've been waiting for. And I'm glad we tasted all of this to compare this to.
How many did we have here?
We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20.
20?
We had 20 varieties
That's
today.
a nice tasting.
And we did it with 4 people. We actually finished majority of it. So we did pretty good here.
Well, I want to say to everybody that's going to be able to see this wonderful video that we made today, September,
August 3rd.
August the 31st, 2021. I want you guys know that in the United States, we have now the most wonderful dragon fruits ever grow. So you don't have to go to any foreign country to get more different type of dragon fruits, because right here in this table you can see all those beautiful fruits, wonderful colors, and the flavors excellent. What more you want? And thanks to everybody that so far started working in this particular fruit since the beginning with Paul Thompson till today, almost 23 years that has been working in the dragon fruit. So we are very pleased and very happy that in the United States we have excellent fruit, and this will be, I think, this will be the future and the fruits in the markets. Because look how beautiful the color it is. Look how it is. And now, used to be Pitaya, now they call it dragon fruit. So maybe, who knows, maybe 6 or 7 years or 10 years from now, it's going to be like the avocado. Avocado before, nobody knows nothing about it. And then now, look, avocado is the most popular fruit. So dragon fruit is going to compete with the avocado in 10 years. That is my idea, no? That's what I hope. So that will be good for everybody and the public to be able to enjoy. The only point we want is that the price will be lower so anybody can be able to buy it. But since it's going to be more production and people will know more about this particular fruit, then they will be easy to buy in the markets. Well, I'm very pleased that Richard was here, Paul was here, and we have our wonderful Yann here that he's the only commercial in this group because I am here too, but as a hobbyist, I work my plants in my backyard. Paul too is growing in his backyard, and Richard is doing in his backyard too. So we have one commercial and 3 wonderful guys that have been working dragon fruit with a lot of energy That is good. And I'm glad I am 81 years old. I'm phasing out, and we have these young generations that they taken over. Thank you guys for a wonderful, wonderful job you're doing. And the whole public will appreciate the good job that you guys doing for the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Edgar, for pushing it. For
Yes.
Yes.
Without
still keeping the Asunta line.
You said, you guys heard it from the man. So he's 81 years old, still creating dragon fruit to this day. And without him, we wouldn't be having all of these wonderful and great tasting dragon fruits that we've been tasting today. So again, thank you, Edgar, for continuing your work, even though that you're getting to the point where you can, but you're still moving around and doing it. And it motivates us young people to keep going out there and doing it. If you're still doing it, we should not be slacking off.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed this taste video, please hit the like button. If you guys have any questions at all, leave it in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more dragon fruit and grafting videos of mine, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that way you guys won't miss a single thing. Have a wonderful day now. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.